know why we didn't. When I do it, I usually have it tabbed. No. Okay, I think it's time for us to get started. We're going to start with a round of applause. And that's so that we can break up this tension. It started feeling a little like, It's a beautiful day out here for this first ever at Geisel award ceremony for our celebrating our faculty that did excellent work with our students, as well as our MPH and our MS students. Hello, my name's Alicia Battle. I serve as the Assistant Dean for Public Health Programs, and I am absolutely over the moon delighted to welcome you to our first ever Awards Day. It is truly an honor to be here as we welcome and celebrate the exceptional achievements of our students and recognize the faculty who exemplify excellence in teaching. Today is about honoring the hard work, dedication, and remarkable contributions that are shaping the future of public health. More than that, today is a celebration of passion, perseverance, and purpose. I want to extend a deepest, heartfelt thanks to the committee for their tireless efforts in bringing this inaugural event to life, and to our distinguished guests and family members and supporters and loved ones for being here. Each of you have played a meaningful role in making this day memorable. Your presence underscores the value we place on recognizing merit and uplifting one another's success. Today's celebration reflects the core values we hold dear here at Geisel. That's community, excellence, inclusion, innovation, and integrity. To my nominees, congratulations. Your hard work and innovation raised the bar for us all. Whether you leave here with an award or not, please know that your contributions are deeply valued and truly impactful. As we move forward with today's ceremony, let us celebrate the spirit of excellence and the incredible accomplishments of our peers. Let us be inspired by their stories and motivated to reach new heights in our own endeavors. Again, I say welcome, and thank you for being here to share in this very special occasion. I'm going to shift now and start introducing our two student speakers. It's extraordinary when your peers get together and decide, as a group, that you're the one that they want to speak on their behalf. I'm going to first introduce our residential MPH and MS cohort speaker. His name is John P. Ross. As he makes his way to the stage, I'd like to share a couple of words about him. Throughout his academic journey, John has consistently demonstrated a deep commitment to the MPH and MS cohorts and to the improvement of public health as a field as overall. Beyond his academic achievements, John has been a source of inspiration to his peers, and he embodies kindness, wisdom, and a mature presence that has enriched our community. Please join me in welcoming to the podium John Ross.
Everything okay? Okay. Roland, before I begin, we're not graded on these, right? Okay. Okay. Either way, I would like to make a public service announcement that AI was not used at all in the preparation of these remarks. Thank you all for this opportunity to share my thoughts on this last year. I want to start with a special thank you to Roland, the deans, and the entire education team for your guidance and tireless support throughout the year. We are truly grateful. I would like to take this time afforded to me to underscore what a Master of Public Health degree means in the year 2025 in our polarized society. I came to this program with a background in ethics, although not if you ask my parents. And in my application, I described my interest in public health as ethics writ large. Philosophically, there may be a helpful link here that often goes unspoken. I know we are all concerned about the upheaval we are seeing in the news cycle, the capricious state of public policy in our country at this moment, and the ramifications for our healthcare system. Many of us are wondering what the path forward looks like for ourselves and everyone else. I think the proper response to the current divisive discourse is a restatement of our values that underlie health policy. Human rights are a function of the irreducible dignity of each unique person, and so they are not a political chess piece. Water, for example, is a human right. Healthcare is a human right. Health, on the other hand, might not be. That might be more of a gift. But healthcare is a right. As such, people are not worthy or unworthy of it by virtue of external statuses. This is a matter of justice and compassion. Each of us has the right to be cared for, and that, if anything, is inalienable. People attempt to access healthcare because they are striving for life, and this is an expression of their hope. Any policy that curtails this striving by seeking to limit access is therefore unethical. That's where we come in, actually, wherever our careers may take us. Access and quality are not just policy buzzwords. They are tangible goods that we are obliged to defend by virtue of what we have learned. As such, public health's ethical dimension in society is that it concerns the stewardship of hope, protecting the opportunity for well-being. So much of the division we witness today is algorithmically mediated. As such, it is largely an artificial oversimplification akin to the ecological fallacy we learned about. We have much more in common with others than we realize. In our program, we talked a lot about complexity. This is one of our problems in the US right now. We run away from complexity and we oversimplify. When we run away from complexity, we run away from understanding one another, from truly seeing one another. Over the past year, we have been introduced to the complexity of medicine and society, all of the different models, the determinants of health, how to quantify them. I believe our task moving forward is to hold to our principles, to sublimate this general anxiety into tenacity, and use these tools we have been given to appeal to our common human values. At the end of the day, it was never us versus them. It will have just been us, all of us. Promoting the rights of the most marginalized and disadvantaged among us benefits everyone. We can never lose sight of that. We can never lose sight of each other. Thank you.
Very nicely done. I am delighted to introduce our second student speaker. She represents the hybrid MPH program, Victoria Callahan. As Victoria makes her way to the podium, come on up, I want to share a little bit about her. Excuse me. Her kindness, thoughtfulness, and her unwavering commitment to making a positive impact on the world is palpable. Her peers, again, this is a student-voted position, see her dedication to public health as a genuine care for others, and it inspires them. And it inspires them to do more, be more, and grow more. Please join me in welcoming Victoria to the stage.
Good afternoon, faculty, staff, friends, family, and fellow graduates. There's a question I've been sitting with a lot lately. What do I want my legacy to be? It used to feel like a question meant for another time, too big, too far away. I thought legacy meant recognition, something public, something visible, but I don't think that's what it means anymore. Now I think maybe legacy is living in full alignment with your purpose, doing the work that feels like yours, the kind of work that feels right to your core, even when no one else quite understands why. Because here's the thing, I love what I do. Not in a polite LinkedIn summary kind of way, I love it. I found the work that feels like mine. It's not theoretical, it's lived, it's rooted, it's real. Purpose doesn't require an audience. It asks only for your presence, your effort, your belief that the work is worth doing, especially when it is hard. I've had the privilege to work on something that felt like that. It didn't come with a roadmap, but it came with clarity. The kind that lives in your body before you can even explain it. The kind that tells you, this is the work. This is the space where skill meets conviction, and conviction meets community. And sometimes that certainty arrives quietly. You try, you listen, you keep going. And one day, you realize you built something that feels like home. That is how I define legacy now. Not by scale, not by prestige, just by one question. Did I do the work I was meant to do? Did I give it my full attention? Did I stay close to what I cared about, even when it was hard? Because here's the truth. Doing difficult things is easy. We've all done that here. But doing the right difficult thing, the one that's aligned with your purpose, that's what takes courage. It's personal, it's vulnerable, and sometimes it's lonely. But it's also where the meaning lives, where the joy is, where the legacy begins. There are times, like now, when the fragility of progress reveals itself. The ideals of dignity, health, and equity, while deeply held, are not guaranteed. They can drift, lose momentum, or quietly be reshaped. Support for research grows less predictable. The systems that sustain clinical care can feel increasingly strained. Efforts to advance access and equity face headwinds. We've been here before, and we may be here again. Yet public health persists. As long as people exist, so will the need to care for them. It's a unique type of job security, anchored not in certainty, but in the unwavering relevance of the work. The need will never go away, but neither will the challenges. We'll be asked to adapt, to bend without breaking, to reimagine our strategies while holding tightly to our values. We'll have to work harder, and then harder again, often in the face of resistance that feels unrelenting. But that's the nature of this field. Public health isn't just a job. It's a commitment to keep showing up, especially when it is hardest, because the people we serve don't stop needing us just because the system gets tougher. If anything, that's when they need us the most. Public health reminds us that even in the darkest moments, we are still part of something bigger, something rooted in justice, in care, in service. It reminds us that people still matter, that the work still matters, and that as long as we keep showing up with resilience, with heart, we're part of something that cannot be undone. I travel outside of the country a lot for my work. Only one country asked me to take a pledge. In Palau, before entering the country, I recited, "To preserve and protect your beautiful and unique island home, I vow to tread lightly, act kindly, and explore mindfully. I shall not take what is not given. I shall not harm what does not harm me. The only footprints I shall leave are those that will wash away." It struck me, not just for its beauty, but because it echoed something I already knew. It reminded me of our pledge, the public health pledge, the one we made when we chose this path, this program, to protect health, to preserve dignity, to advance equity, to keep showing up, even when the systems are strained, the progress slow, the need overwhelming. Reciting that promise in a new place, far from home, made something click, because the truth is, the world doesn't always live up to the values we hold. And signing on to them anyway, knowing that, isn't naive. I think it's brave. And I signed, because I still believe. I believe in public health as a force that holds fast, when systems falter, when policies fail, when justice feels just out of reach. And that's what this moment is about. It's about recommitting, re-signing that pledge, not just in ink, but in action. Re-choosing this work because it is ours, because we are needed, because we care. These past 2 years have been filled with frameworks and theory and systems, so many systems. But underneath it all, what we've really been doing is learning how to bring ourselves more fully into the work, not just as analysts or researchers or practitioners, but as people, as humans. At its core, that's where public health lives, in the space between data and people, between the model and the moment, between what is and what could be. So no, legacy doesn't have to be loud, but it should be true. And if you're lucky enough to know what your work is, what your niche is, what your purpose is, hold onto it. Give it everything, because that's where impact lives. That is the legacy worth leaving. Congratulations, class of 2025. Let's go forward, rooted in purpose and unafraid to love the work we were made to do. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Victoria. And thank you, John. You both represent the cohorts amazingly. I think you also, I speak as one of the faculty, represent your faculty that taught you really, really well. I know you both will continue to be eloquent spokespeople for equity and public health for the rest of your life. And I'm truly moved, touched, and inspired by you both. Now we're going to transition to the awards part of this celebration. I'm going to invite the directors of the two programs up to the podium so that they can announce the student awards. So Megan Reed serves as the director of the hybrid/online MPH program, and Roland Lamb serves as the director of the MPH and MS residential programs.
Hi, everyone. Our first award this afternoon is the Henry Masters Award. This award was established in 2010 in memory of Henry Loring Masters, a Geisel student who died unexpectedly of complications from H1N1 near the end of his second term, to honor his spirit and passion. Henry was a bright light full of intelligence and compassion, who cared deeply about others. He was a humble leader with a passion for improving health and health care and making a lasting difference, especially for underserved populations. Each graduating class selects one of its members to receive the award, recognizing the student who most exemplifies the qualities and goals Henry embodied. For Henry's parents, Jeff and Lucy Masters, who are with us online, and for those of us who knew Henry, this day of celebration is also a day of remembrance. Jeff and Lucy offered thoughts to share. It's hard to imagine a better lesson on the critical importance of public health and public health policy than the last few years have taught. Your expertise is critical at every level, local to international. Henry had a remarkable capacity to synthesize complexity for good, bolstered by this fine program, and he knew how to speak truth to power. He had a big, booming voice and didn't need a microphone. As long as you don't allow your voices to be drowned out by those who don't deserve the mic, Henry's work continues. Each program has one award winner. The on-campus program's recipient of this year's Henry Masters Award, as selected by their classmates, is Nicole Amanda Wynn. While Nicole is coming to the stage, she's on the stage, let me share a few words about her from her classmates. Nicole has demonstrated outstanding commitment to her cohort and public health through service throughout the year. In the words of one classmate, she was on a mission and in motion from program design to execution throughout the year. She collaborated with the Dickey Center, the Vermont Public Health Association, and nonprofits, including the Haven and Positive Tracks. Her leadership during Public Health Week broadened the depth and breadth of program offerings, boosted public health initiatives, and opportunities for peers. In the words of another student, Nicole is committed to environmental justice and will continue to prioritize equity and justice in her future career. Additionally, she found time, despite her National Public Health Week responsibilities through student government, to also stay involved in Global Health Fellows program, working to promote more equitable global health outcomes. Her classmates also noted that her projects throughout the year addressed a very critical issue involving antimicrobial resistance in equitable environmental health targeting low-income populations, what she has addressed throughout the year, making her commitment to promote equity and justice clear. We would like to congratulate you, Nicole, on being the recipient of the Henry Masters Award and echo your classmates when we say, we are so grateful for your leadership and commitment this year. Thank you.
It's my honor to present the hybrid program's recipient of this year's Henry Masters Award to Ariel Shirley Layton. While Ariel is coming to stage, let me share a few words about her from her classmates. Ariel is a student who truly embodies the spirit and values that defined Henry. Like Henry, Ariel is a thoughtful and compassionate leader who lifts others up, brings out the best in those around them, and is deeply committed to advancing equity and social change, especially among Indigenous peoples, a true passion of Ariel's. Whether in the classroom or on group projects or in the community, she consistently demonstrates the humility and passion that made Henry such an inspiring presence. Ariel strengthens every group through insight and intellect, kindness, collaboration, and a genuine desire to make a difference. Congratulations, Nicole and Ariel, and thank you again, Lucy and Jeff, for virtually joining us today to honor Henry's legacy.
We would now like to announce the Leadership Awards. The Karen Ashley Leadership Award is given to the student who best exemplifies the following attributes: creates innovative solutions to public health challenges, leads impactful change, inspires others to promote and maintain a positive learning community. The recipient of this award is selected by faculty and staff who have worked closely with the students over the course of their time at Geisel. For the hybrid program, the 2025 Karen Ashley Leadership Award goes to Brianna Gerner. There she is. While Brianna is coming to stage, let me share a few words about her from some of our faculty and staff. As student government president, Bree has led with remarkable kindness, humility, and integrity. She's the kind of leader who brings people together, not for recognition, but because she genuinely cares about others and the greater good. Bree's leadership has left a lasting mark on this program, and there's no doubt she'll continue to make a positive impact on the world. We're so proud of you, Bree. Congratulations.
Okay, we have 2 recipients in the residential program this year. I'm honored to present the Karen Ashley Leadership Award for the on-campus programs to Pooja K. Patel and John Paul Ross. While Pooja and John are coming forward, let me share a few comments about them. Pooja Patel is the first residential recipient of the Leadership Award, and she has been a remarkable leader throughout the year and was recognized for these qualities from the start. Elected by her peers as class president, in the words of her classmates, Pooja has done so much for our cohort. She does amazing work as our class president and has been an advocate for all of us. Pooja advocates for those who may have a quieter voice. Her impact as class president is remarkable and should be recognized. Pooja also completed both an ILE, independent learning experience, and internship this year, which are 2 very time-consuming experiences in which she excelled and still found time to serve at a local nursing home community through weekly volunteering, in addition to being class president. Another of Pooja's classmates also commented that in addition to advocating for the cohort, she is constantly pushing for social justice initiatives and involving stakeholders in conversations. To summarize, in the words of another classmate, as class president, Pooja has advocated for students the whole year, asking the hard questions and making sure all voices are heard. She has supported each of us, serving as a listening ear and addressing our concerns. For her incredible leadership qualities, dedication to classmates, and the MPH program, it is an honor to award the Karen Ashley Leadership Award to Pooja Patel. John Ross, the second recipient of the Leadership Award, has been a voice of calm and maturity throughout the year, which you got to hear. John has led by example. As one of his classmates noted, John's contributions to class discussion have a way of elevating and illuminating nuances in discussions. His ethics background has played such a huge role in our conversations and helped peers gain new perspectives in the work we do. Faculty and students have cited his wisdom, which is well beyond his years. John always has a kind word for colleagues and a level-headed demeanor no matter the situation. His even-handed approach makes him a trustworthy and admired colleague to all those who work with him. John has been a steady support to classmates, a collaborative partner to administrators, and a positive influence on the program throughout the year. Faculty and administrators and staff frequently comment on how he has influenced everyone positively on in the program through his day-to-day interactions. We are wishing John all the best in starting medical school at Case Western Reserve in Cleveland, Ohio this summer. It is a great pleasure to award the Leadership Award to John Ross. Congratulations, Brianna, Pooja, and John. We are so grateful to all of you for your contributions to our community and programs. I'd like now to invite Craig Westling, Associate Dean for Health Sciences Education, to announce the Teaching Awards recipients.
Thank you, Roland and Megan. Congratulations, you guys. I'd like to now announce the Teaching Excellence Awards. They're given to the faculty member in each cohort who consistently communicates a thorough knowledge of and enthusiasm for the subject, presents that knowledge coherently, and connects it with other allied fields or subjects, inspires students to learn and want to make a difference in the public health field, challenges students and increases their capacity for independent thought, transforms, enhances, or innovates teaching methodology or practice, creates an inclusive, welcoming learning environment, and encourages collaboration and collegiality. The teaching awards reflect the votes of the students. The residential MPH MS programs recipient of this year's Teaching Excellence Awards, as selected by the graduating class, is Dr. Bill Nelson. Okay, I can't look at Bill when I'm reading. Dr. Nelson, these are quotes from students. Dr. Nelson is one of the most thought-provoking professors I have ever had. He deeply cares about his students, their learning, and the program as a whole. Dr. Nelson is one of the warmest, most inspiring professors I've ever had the pleasure of studying under. His courses, while strongly academic, feel like lessons in life. He encouraged a sense of community and closeness with my peers that I've rarely found replicated elsewhere. Dr. Nelson's passion for ethics and teaching is infectious. We as students greatly appreciate his efforts to forge relationships with each student. He goes above and beyond for all. Dr. Nelson is an amazing professor who is always open to new perspectives, ideas, and ready to learn just as much as we are. He creates a very welcoming environment and brings so much enthusiasm and passion to his teaching. Dr. Nelson always challenges us to question and to use our knowledge and experience to make the world a better place. On behalf of your colleagues, Bill, I'd like to add that all of us, faculty, staff, administrators, want to echo what a truly wonderful colleague you are. All right. Okay, yeah, one more hand for Bill. I even almost got through everything I was trying to read to him, but as soon as I looked at him, that was it. The hybrid program recipients for this year's Teaching Excellence Award, as selected by the graduating class, is Dr. Robin Larson. Oh. Dr. Larson can't be with us today, but I think on 3 we should give a big hoo-woo. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, let me share a few words about Dr. Larson from the hybrid class. This is what students said. She is an amazing teacher who fosters a truly supportive learning environment. She not only provides thoughtful feedback, but is also open to feedback herself, and she makes learning fun. Another student wrote, "She is truly outstanding. Her love for the subject matter and for teaching shines through in everything she does." And one more, "Her positivity is inspiring, and she's an incredibly motivating professor. Even though I was a complete beginner in epidemiology, she taught me difficult concepts in a way that stuck with me even while I was doing my applied practical experience." It's clear that Dr. Larson embodies what teaching excellence is all about. So congratulations, Robin. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Lisa McBride, Geisel's Associate Dean for Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging, and Jerome Wilcox, Director of Inclusive Excellence, to the podium to present and celebrate our Social Justice Awards.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Today, we're honored to recognize the Social Justice Award awardee. And so today we recognize a student who has improved public health or healthcare by actively engaging in social justice issues to promote equity, peace, and justice. These are qualities that we value here at Geisel, and we are so honored to recognize today's winner, aren't we, Jerome?
Oh, yes. Can't wait.
Can't wait. So the awardee was nominated by students, faculty, and staff. And it's just a privilege and honor today to recognize this year's Social Justice Award winner.
Let's tell them why. This year's awardees, have demonstrated a passion and ability to be these change agents during their time here at Geisel. The intention of this award is to encourage all of our students and graduates to continue to grow in their advocacy for social justice and to become these agents of change beyond their time here at Geisel in the communities where they will work after graduation.
This year, we are proud to announce that every student has been honored with the Social Justice Award. Please stand.
Will all of our students please stand?
All of our students.
All of our graduating class, if you will please stand.
And be recognized. Thank you.
You will receive your award with your diplomas on tomorrow. So congratulations to you all. And at this time, we would like to invite Dr. Sonia Commenti to announce the inductees into the Delta Omega Honor Society. Dr. Commenti.
Thank you, Lisa and Jerome. I am truly honored to be here with you today to introduce the 2025 Delta Omega inductees. Delta Omega is the honorary society for graduate studies in public health. Today, we induct graduating students from the class of 2025 who are dedicated to quality in the field of public health and who have committed to protect and advance the health of all people. Election to the society is based on outstanding performance, including scholarship, research, community service, and devotion to the public health work. In addition to these students today, we will also induct faculty who have been recognized by students for teaching excellence. So at this time, I'm honored to invite the 14 student inductees from this year's classes and 2 faculty members to please come to the stage to accept your award. And I think I'm going to ask that we withhold applause until everyone's up on stage and then give a really huge round of applause. Ready? Okay. Beginning with our residential MPH students, Catherine Axel, Bridget Seplow, Audrey Claire Douches, Aiden Andrew Farron, Rachel Gilchrist, Maisie Leibowitz, Emily Lavonis, Pooja Patel, Isabella Romeo. For our hybrid students, Jan Christopher Castillos Franza, Brianna Gerner, Jessica Lishman, Marie Scotchless, Madeline Wyman. Okay, let's give the students a round of applause. And for our faculty inductees, Dr. Daniel Lucy and Megan Longacre. So again, congratulations to our newest Delta Omega Honor Society members. I would like now to invite Dr. Megan Longacre to the podium to present the Independent Internship Awards for the on-campus programs. And I think there's a picture to be done, yes? No? All done? Yes.
Okay, thank you, Sonia, and good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of my co-director, Craig Wessling, more, closer? Okay. On behalf of my co-director, Craig Wessling, and our amazing teaching assistant and alumni, Catherine Giordano, I would like to express our congratulations and gratitude to each of our student interns who have demonstrated their commitment to public health through their work across local, regional, national, and international internship sites this spring. I'd also like to thank the many host sites and preceptors who provided mentoring and guidance to our interns. The purpose of the internship elective is to translate and apply knowledge and skills students learn throughout the MPH program to a real-world public health or clinical practice setting. The range of projects every year is wide. This year, for example, students analyzed hospital financial assistance policies and state-level regulations that contribute to medical debt, developed data visualization and communication strategies to report maternal health trends in New Hampshire, explored the value of blue spaces, such as oceans and rivers, in chronic disease prevention, and strengthened family care systems for small and sick newborns in Ghana. While the work accomplished by each of the interns is commendable, we'd like to acknowledge 4 students in particular for excellence during their internships. When I read your name, please come to the stage to receive your award. So these are in alphabetical order. Our first award of internship excellence goes to Rachel Gilchrist. Rachel worked with the Matrix CoLab at Geisel, and her project title was Examining the Role of Female Poverty as a Mediator in Environmental Exposures and Adverse Birth Outcomes. Our next award of internship excellence goes to Shayna Joshua. Oh, she is, okay. Shayna worked with the Robert Graham Center for Policy Studies in Family Medicine and Primary Care, and her project was entitled Examining Barriers to Vaccine Provision in Primary Care Offices. And our final 2 awards of internship excellence will be presented together because they work together. And those recipients are Emily Lavonis and Ella Malik. Emily and Ellum both worked with the Vermont Public Health Association, and their project was titled Commissions on Public Health, a look at Indiana and Maryland and lessons for Vermont. So congratulations to our award recipients and to all of our internship graduates. We're very proud of the contributions that you've made to public health this year. I think, are we doing a photo before we, is there a photo? I don't know. I was told there was a photo, okay. Photo? Okay. So I'm now pleased to introduce Dr. Al Mully, who will present the Integrative Learning Experience Awards for the on-campus programs.
Thank you, Megan. I'm Al Mully, one of 3 course co-directors of the Independent Integrated Learning Experience, known to students by its acronym, the IIL. We're joined today by my co-director, Margaret Mully, as well as Lynn Foster Johnson. The 3 of us are lucky to have a distinguished group of faculty advisors on our team: Nancy Berkmeyer, Kim Williams, Kim Frost, Katie Saunders, Trinidad Tejas, Paula Medina Diaz, and Wally Akinola. The on-campus IIL provides MPH and MS students with the opportunity to work with this 10-member faculty team, as well as their classmates, to synthesize their learning over the course of the academic year. This synthesis takes place as they develop a research paper or proposal or a policy paper in an area that is of professional and personal interest to them. They choose the topic that they want to focus on. They choose it because they think their interest in this topic will last through the year, but perhaps longer, perhaps 5 years, perhaps for a lifetime. And they believe that that will give them purpose to make meaningful, positive change in public health and in the personal well-being in a community or across the globe. I want to underscore a point by coming back to what John mentioned earlier about complexity. Think about this. They're asked to synthesize what they learn over the course of the 9 months as they grow their knowledge about something that they're interested in, but they haven't learned anything from that coursework yet. So this is basically a 9-month exercise in understanding complexity iteratively and not pulling back from it, but leaning into it in order to make a difference. The program faculty brings decades of experience to help students become experts in a compelling area of interest while iteratively applying these newly learned skills that they will use throughout their careers. We're proud of what they have achieved individually and collectively. We spend a lot of time with them, we get to know them very well, and it is our privilege to do so. On behalf of the teaching team, we are delighted to announce this year's award recipients for outstanding achievement in scholarship, collegiality, and peer support. Please come to the stage to receive your award. Katie Axel. For her project entitled Supporting Self-Insured Employers Seeking Value-Based Pharmacotherapy Benefit Plan Solutions in the U.S. Commercial Market, and we need them. Oh, here, I get to give that to you. Thank you. Thank you. James Fang. Now, Margaret and I have scanned the audience, and we haven't seen James. But we think we know why. James, about 2 weeks ago, started his, not his core medicine, he's done that, his sub-internship in medicine at DH. And anyone who's done one of those will cut him a little slack in not being here today. I'm sure he's busy on the wards. Andrew, his topic was socio-demographic, geographic, and temporal determinants of immunotherapy treatment access for advanced stage melanoma, an analysis of national electronic health record data. Next is Aidan Ferrin. Aidan's project is entitled Rebuilding Relief, a policy framework for non-opioid chronic pain treatment adoption and utilization in Medicaid populations. Congratulations, Amy. Rachel Gilchrist. Assessing the relationship between the built environment and health in urban refugee settlements, communities, a mixed method study in Philadelphia. Ishan Kumar. Learning from hospital global budgets in the Pennsylvania Rural Health Model, a policy white paper. And to Jerry K. Sebastian. Improving mental health services for adolescents in Manila, the Philippines, a policy paper proposal. Congratulations to Katie, James, Aiden, Rachel, Ishan, and Jerry K. I'll now turn it back to Megan, who will present practicum awards for the hybrid program.
Thank you. Okay, thanks, Al. Hi again. So in addition to the internship class in our residential program, I'm also the co-course director for the hybrid MPH practicum. And the practicum represents 2 longitudinal intensive experiences that our students engage with during the full 2 years in the program. First, students complete an applied practice experience project with a public health or healthcare organization, and this is essentially their public health internship. And they also complete a culminating scholarly and mentored written product called the Integrative Learning Experience, which you just heard described by Al. For some students, these projects are linked, whereas for other students, they may complete 2 distinct projects. And the Practicum Award recognizes excellence across both of these program components. On behalf of my course co-director, who couldn't be here today, Tina Foster, and our IEL faculty advisors, Daisy Goodman, Dominique Lee, Jared Rhodes, and Tom Walsh, I'm delighted to announce this year's 6 Practicum Award recipients for outstanding achievement in the applied practice of public health. So when I read your name, please come to the stage to accept your award, and these are again in alphabetical order. So our first award of excellence goes to Amra Hassan. Amra conducted her applied practice experience with the New Hampshire Department of Health and Human Services, and her IEL project title, I have to say this slow, is Improving the Outpatient Parenteral Antimicrobial Therapy Process by Standardization of Candidacy Criteria. Oh, good job. Good job. Our next award of excellence goes to Jessica Ramcharan. Jessica completed her applied practice experience at Northwell Health, the Center of Global Health, and her her integrative learning experience project was entitled Enhancing the Sustainability of the Nursing Workforce in Guyana, Global Health Pathways for Capacity Building and Quality Improvement. Our next award of excellence goes to Ashlyn Reining. Ash conducted their applied practice experience at the Veterinary Diagnostic Lab at the University of New Hampshire, and their IEL project title was Preparing for Disease X, Risk Factors and Mitigation Measures for Future Zoonotic Outbreaks. Our next award of excellence goes to Alyssa Shoemaker. Alyssa's applied practice experience site was the Education, Evaluation, and Nutrition Lab at the University of Texas at Austin. And her IEL project title was Nourish to Flourish, a mixed method study evaluating food insecurity at a private and rurally located college in northern New England. Our next award of excellence goes to Ariel Shirley. Ariel's applied practice experience site was the Sonoran Center for Excellence in Disabilities at the University of Arizona. And her IEL project title was Indigenous Peer Support Program at the University of Arizona, a public health approach to empowering Indigenous students. And our final award of excellence goes to Alyssa Troutner, who cannot be here today, but I hope you're watching, Alyssa, so congratulations. Alyssa's applied practice experience site was the PAIN Collaborative to Advance Equitable Value-Based Solutions, and her IEL project title was Evaluation and Implementation Plan for Empowered Relief of Virtual Chronic Pain Intervention. So congratulations to our award recipients and to all of our students who collectively made substantial contributions to public health through their practicum work. Congratulations. I'll hug you all afterwards. To conclude our awards ceremony, I'd like to now invite Dr. Alicia Battle back to the stage to share a few final thoughts.
It's never too soon to get them integrated into public health. It's never too soon. Let me just say, wow, again. This has been an amazing experience. Dean Compton and other distinguished guests, rest of the platform party, and family, friends, loved ones, and supporters. Thank you all for celebrating our graduates. To the awardees, congratulations on your well-earned accomplishments. Your dedication, perseverance, and pursuit of excellence have not gone unnoticed. They have, on the other hand, earned you these honors. But they have also inspired all of us. You embody what is possible when passion and purpose align. May this recognition energize you to continue striving for even greater impacts in your communities. To the nominators and supporters, your belief in the talents and contributions of our honorees has brought them to the spotlight. We thank you for your advocacy, your support, your encouragement, and for uplifting excellence when you see it. To the organizers and the volunteers of this event, your careful planning and hard work brought today's celebration to life. We are grateful for your commitment to making every detail meaningful. You've given us a memorable and seamless experience. That the wind kind of blew some stuff over earlier. To our audience, your presence has added warmth and meaning to this special occasion. Thank you for being here, for your support, and sharing this celebration of excellence with us all. As we conclude, let us carry forward the inspiration we felt today. Let us continue to pursue excellence, lift one another up, and remember that recognition is not just about receiving an award. It's about making a difference in the communities that we serve every day. Once again, congratulations to all of the awardees. We are immensely proud of you and look forward to the amazing work you will do in the fields of public health and healthcare research. Thank you all, and have a wonderful afternoon. So, with the ending of every celebration, there should be food. I'm from the South, and you don't celebrate without food. So we have refreshments for everyone in the tents that are located behind us. So please feel free to join us in to continue the celebration.